Hey everyone, welcome to Watch the Stories. Here we bring you the most emotional, dramatic, and unforgettable tales from every corner of life. So sit back, relax, and get ready to feel every emotion. Because this is where stories come alive. I wasn't supposed to exist, but here I am, heart pounding, barefoot, wearing nothing but a silk slip and someone else's perfume, crouched in the back seat of a limousine that smells like leather and money I'll never have. My father sold me, actually sold me, to pay off his gambling debts to men who collect in blood or flesh, whichever comes first. They dressed me up like a doll and put me on an auction block in a warehouse that reeked of cigars and desperation. I saw the way they looked at me, like I was already broken in. So I ran. Through the kitchen, past the guards smoking by the exit, and straight into the underground parking garage where a single black car sat idling. Back door unlocked. Stupid, reckless. But I'd rather die in motion than standing still. Now I'm hidden beneath a cashmere blanket that probably costs more than my life, trying not to breathe too loud, trying not to exist. The driver hasn't noticed, or maybe he has, and he's waiting to see what I'll do. Either way, the car is moving and I'm not back there. That's all that matters until the door opens. I freeze. A man slides into the seat beside me. No, not beside me. He doesn't know I'm here yet. I can see him through the gap in the blanket. Tall, broad-shouldered, wearing a suit that looks like it was stitched onto his body by someone who worships at the altar of power. Dark hair, sharp jawline, and an expression that could cut glass. He's on his phone, speaking in clipped, controlled tones. I don't care what the board thinks. We move forward. Tonight. His voice is deep, smooth, edged with the kind of authority that makes people obey without question. I should stay silent. I should wait until he gets out, then slip away. But my leg cramps and I shift just slightly. He stops mid-sentence. The phone lowers. His eyes find mine. For a moment, neither of us moves. He's staring at me like I'm a ghost, or a hallucination. Then his gaze sharpens, traveling over the blanket, my exposed shoulder, the wild mess of my hair. His jaw tightens. Who sent you? I blink. What? Don't play games. His tone is flat, dangerous. Who sent you? I shake my head, pushing myself upright, clutching the blanket around me. No one, I just needed to hide. I'll get out. I'm sorry. Halder, you'll stay. The command stops me cold. He leans back, assessing me with the kind of calm that feels predatory. You're clearly running from something. And you picked my car. A pause. That makes you my problem. I'm not anyone's problem, I snap, though my voice shakes. His mouth curves, not quite a smile. You're in my car, uninvited, half-dressed. His eyes flicker down, then back up. That makes you either very brave or very stupid. Both, I whisper. Something shifts in his expression. He reaches forward and I flinch, but he only presses a button. The privacy screen rises between us and the driver. Now it's just us. The city lights stream past outside, casting shadows across his face. What's your name? He asks. I hesitate. Does it matter? It does if you want me to help you. Help. The word sounds foreign. No one's helped me in years. Evelyn, I say finally. Eva. He repeats it slowly like he's tasting it. I'm Damien, I already know who he is. Everyone knows Damien Frost, billionaire, CEO, untouchable. The kind of man who buys companies the way other people buy coffee. You're bleeding, he says. I glance down. My feet I hadn't noticed. The adrenaline kept the pain at bay, but now I see the cuts. The smears of red on the pristine floor. He exhales sharply, then pulls a handkerchief from his pocket and hands it to me. Press that against the worst one. I do. His eyes never leave mine. Where were you running from? He asks. I swallow hard. Somewhere I'd rather forget. And where are you running to? Nowhere. He nods slowly as if that answer makes perfect sense. Then he leans forward close enough that I can smell his cologne, cedar and something darker. Something that makes my pulse stutter. Then stay with me tonight. My breath catches. What? I have a penthouse. You'll be safe there. And in the morning you can decide what happens next. I should say no. I should run again. But the way he's looking at me like I'm not broken, not worthless, it makes me want to believe him. Okay, I whisper. His eyes darken, and the car keeps moving. His penthouse is a cathedral of glass and steel, suspended above the city like a throne room for someone who owns the sky. I stand in the center of his living room, still clutching that blanket, feeling impossibly small. He moves through the space with the ease of someone who's never had to ask permission for anything. Bathroom's through there, he says, nodding toward a hallway. Take a shower. I'll find you something to wear. I don't move. He turns, studies me. You don't trust me. I don't trust anyone. Smart. He steps closer and I force myself not to back away. But if I wanted to hurt you, Ava, I wouldn't have brought you here. Then why did you? He's quiet for a beat too long. I don't know yet. The honesty of it disarms me. I nod and walk toward the bathroom, feeling his gaze follow me the entire way. The shower is a revelation. Hot water, steam, soap that smells like bergamot and honey. I scrub away the night, the fear, the sweat, the hands that grabbed at me before I ran. When I step out, there's a shirt waiting for me on the counter. His shirt, soft, expensive, hanging to my thighs. I find him in the kitchen, sleeves rolled up, pouring 2 glasses of whiskey. He glances at me and something flickers in his expression, something raw and quickly hidden. Better? He asks. Yes, thank you. He slides a glass toward me. I take it, our fingers brushing. The contact is electric and I pull away too fast. He notices. Of course he notices. You don't have to be afraid of me, he says quietly. I'm not. It's a lie and we both know it. But it's not him I'm afraid of. It's the way my body reacts to him. The way I want to step closer instead of farther away. He leans against the counter, watching me with an intensity that makes my skin hum. Tell me what happened tonight. I told you. I was running. From who? I hesitate. Men who think they own me. His jaw tightens. Do they? No. The word comes out fierce. No one owns me. Good. He takes a slow sip, eyes never leaving mine. Then you're free, am I? I challenge. I'm here. In your home. Wearing your clothes. You're here because you chose to be, and you can leave whenever you want. He sets his glass down. But I'm hoping you won't. The air between us shifts, charged with something unspoken. I should leave. I should thank him and disappear into the night. But instead I set my glass down and take a step closer. Why did you really bring me here, Damien? He's silent for a long moment. Then, because when I looked at you in that car, I saw someone who was fighting to survive. And I haven't seen that kind of fire in a long time. You don't know me. No, he agrees. But I want to. The confession hangs between us, dangerous and thrilling. I'm close enough now to see the flecks of gold in his dark eyes. Close enough to feel the heat radiating from his body. What if I'm not who you think I am? I whisper. Then I'll find out. His hand lifts, hesitates, then brushes a damp strand of hair from my face. The touch is gentle, reverent. But right now, Eva, I don't care who you are. I only care that you're here. My breath catches. His thumb traces the line of my jaw, and I feel myself leaning into it, craving more. This is insane. I met him an hour ago, but something about him feels inevitable. Like I was always going to end up here in this moment on the edge of something that could destroy me or save me. Stay tonight, he murmurs. Just tonight. I should say no, instead I nod. His eyes darken and then his mouth is on mine. Soft at first, testing, then deeper when I respond. He tastes like whiskey and want, and I kiss him back like I'm drowning in his air. His hands find my waist, pulling me closer, and I go willingly, fingers tangling in his hair. When we finally break apart, we're both breathing hard. Bedroom, he says, voice rough. I follow him down the hall, heart pounding, every nerve alive. He pushes open a door to reveal a room dominated by a massive bed, floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the glittering city. He turns to me, and the look on his face, hunger, restraint, something almost tender, it undoes me. Last chance to run, he says. I step forward, closing the distance between us. I'm done running. His hands frame my face, and he kisses me again, slower this time, deeper. We tumble onto the bed, a tangle of limbs and stolen breaths, and for the first time in my life I feel wanted, not owned, wanted. And then his phone rings. He ignores it. It rings again. He pulls back, jaw clenched, and grabs it. What? I watch his expression change, from annoyance to shock to something cold and lethal. I'll be there in 20 minutes. He ends the call and looks at me. And I know whatever this was, it's over. I have to go, he says. Something's happened. I nod, trying to hide my disappointment. Okay. He hesitates, then leans down and kisses my forehead. Stay here, sleep, I'll be back before morning. Damien, promise me you'll be here when I get back, I want to. God, I want to, but I can't, because in the morning they'll come looking for me. And when they find me, they'll take me back to the lab. Back to the cold white rooms and the needles and the voices that remind me I'm not real. I promise I lie. He believes me. And when the door closes behind him, I let myself cry just for a moment, then I run. 3 months later and I'm still running. Different city, different name. I work at a bookstore now, shelving novels about love and danger, trying not to think about the night I spent with a man who made me feel human. But I dream about him. Every night. His hands, his voice, the way he looked at me like I mattered. I tell myself it's over. He's forgotten me by now, moved on, found someone else to occupy his nights. Then the door chimes and he walks in. I freeze, book in hand, heart in my throat. He's wearing a suit again, perfectly tailored, and his eyes scan the store with the precision of someone who always finds what he's looking for. Then they land on me. For a moment, neither of us moves. The world narrows to just us, him by the door, me by the shelves. 3 months of silent screaming between us. He crosses the store in long strides, and I can't breathe, can't think, can't do anything but watch him come closer. Eva, he says, and my name on his lips sounds like an accusation and a prayer. How did you find me? My voice barely works. I've been looking for you since the moment you left. His jaw is tight, eyes blazing. Do you have any idea what you put me through? I'm sorry. I had to. You promised you'd stay. The hurt in his voice cracked something open inside me. I know, but I couldn't. If I'd stayed, they would have found me. Who? He steps closer and I back into the shelf. Who's looking for you, Eva? I can't tell him. If I tell him, he'll think I'm insane. Or worse, he'll believe me and then he'll be in danger too. I can't explain, I whisper. Try. His hand lifts, cups my face, and I close my eyes against the touch I've been craving. Please don't ask me to do this. I spent 3 months searching for you, he says, voice low and fierce. I hired investigators. I pulled every string I have. And do you know what I found? I opened my eyes, terrified. Nothing. No records. No history. It's like you didn't exist before 6 months ago. My heart stops. He knows. Who are you? He asks. And there's desperation beneath the demand. Really? I want to lie. But I'm so tired of running, so tired of being alone. And maybe he deserves the truth. I'm not who you think I am. I say slowly. I'm not normal. I don't care. You will. Try me. I take a shaky breath. I was created, in a lab, from someone else's DNA. The word sticks in my throat. I'm a clone. He stares at me, silent, unreadable. Then, of who? I don't know. They never told me, but I was part of a project, an experiment. And when I realized what I was, I ran. Tears burn my eyes. I'm sorry I lied. I'm sorry I left. But I'm not real, Damien. I'm just can't stop. His voice cuts through my spiral. You think I care about that? You should. Why? Because you were made in a lab instead of the usual way? He laughs, but it's not cruel. It's almost tender. Ava, you're the most real person I've ever met. You don't understand, then make me understand, so I do. I tell him everything. The lab, the tests, the other clones. The way they treated us like property, like experiments. The night I escaped during a transfer. How I've been hiding ever since, knowing they'll never stop looking. He listens without interrupting, and when I finish, he pulls me into his arms. I've got you. He murmurs against my hair. They're not taking you back. You can't stop them. Watch me. He pulls back, looks at me with such intensity it steals my breath. I don't care how you came into this world, Ava. I only care that you're here. With me. They'll find me eventually. Than we have now. His thumb brushes my cheek, and I'm not wasting another second. He kisses me, and it's different this time. Slower, deeper, filled with everything we didn't say. I kiss him back, pouring 3 months of longing and fear and desperate hope into it. Come home with me, he whispers against my lips. Damien, please, just for tonight. Let me have tonight. I should say no. But I've been cold for so long, and he's warmth and safety and everything I've been afraid to want. Okay, I breathe. We barely make it through his front door before we're tearing at each other's clothes, mouths fused, hands desperate. He lifts me. and I wrap my legs around him as he carries me to the bedroom. I missed you, he says between kisses, every goddamn day. I missed you too. He lays me on the bed, and this time there are no interruptions. No phones, no running. Just us, finally, completely. Afterwards, we lie tangled together, my head on his chest, his fingers tracing lazy patterns on my skin. I need to tell you something, he says quietly. I tense. What? The night we met, the call I got, it was about my fiancée. She died 5 years ago. Someone claimed they had new information about her death. My heart stutters. Did they? No, it was a dead end. He's quiet for a moment. But seeing you again made me realize something. I've been holding on to her ghost for too long. And I don't want to anymore. I lift my head, meet his eyes. What do you want? You, he says simply. Just you. I want to believe him. But there's something he doesn't know yet. Something that will change everything. Before I can speak, the lights go out. Damien sits up, instantly alert. Stay here. Damien. The door crashes open. Men in tactical gear flood the room, and I scream as they drag me from the bed. Damien fights. God, he fights, but they hit him hard and he goes down. No. I struggle against the hands holding me. Let him go. A woman steps through the door, elegant in a white coat, smiling like she's just found a lost pet. Hello, Subject 17, she says. Welcome home. Who the hell are you? Damien snarls, trying to get up. The woman glances at him, amused. Then at me. You didn't tell him? She laughs. How sweet. Subject 17, tell your lover who you really are. Tell him whose DNA you were made from. I'm shaking, tears streaming down my face. Please, don't tell him. Damien looks at me, confused, hurt, desperate. I close my eyes. Your fiancé? I was cloned from your fiancé. The room goes silent. When I open my eyes, Damien is staring at me like he's seeing a ghost. And maybe he is. They let him come to the facility. I don't know why. Maybe they think it'll be entertaining. Maybe they just don't care. Either way, he's here, standing on the other side of the observation glass, staring at me like he's trying to solve an equation that doesn't add up. I'm in a white room, sterile, cold, like every room I grew up in. They haven't hurt me, not yet, but I know what's coming. More tests, more samples, more reminders that I'm property, not a person. Dr. Voss, the woman from the penthouse, stands beside Damien explaining. I can't hear what she's saying, but I can see his face, shock, disbelief, anger. And something else. Something that looks like grief. Finally, he says something sharp and Dr. Voss nods. The door opens and he steps inside. We stare at each other. Is it true? He asks, voice hollow. I nod. They took Claire's DNA after she died and made you? Yes. He exhales slowly, running a hand through his hair. Why? I don't know. They never told us why. Just that we were made for a purpose. And what purpose was that? I swallow hard. I think we were supposed to replace the people we were cloned from. To be them, perfectly, he flinches. That's insane. I know. He paces the small room and I can see him trying to process it. Trying to reconcile the woman he met in his car with the fact that I'm genetically identical to the woman he loved. Do you have her memories? He asks suddenly. No, I'm not her, Damien. I just share her DNA. But you look like her. I don't know. I've never seen her. He pulls out his phone, swipes through photos, then holds it up. On the screen is a beautiful woman with dark hair and green eyes. My eyes, smiling at the camera. I stare at my own face and it feels like looking at a stranger. We're not the same, I whisper. I promise. I'm not her, I know. His voice cracks. But God, Eva, how am I supposed to? He stops, jaw clenched, fighting for control. I thought I was falling for you. For you, not for her ghost. You were. You did, because I'm not her. I step closer, desperate for him to understand. I don't have her memories. I don't know her favorite song or how she took her coffee or what made her laugh. All I know is what they taught me in that lab. And the only real thing I've ever felt was with you. He looks at me and I see the war happening behind his eyes. I love you, I say. And the words feel like breaking open. I know I shouldn't. I know it's complicated and impossible and maybe even wrong. But I do, I love you, Damien. Not because of her DNA. Because of who you are. Who you made me feel like I could be. He closes the distance between us in 2 strides and kisses me. Hard, desperate, like he's trying to rewrite history. I kiss him back, pouring everything into it. Because this might be the last time. When we break apart, he's breathing hard. I'm getting you out of here, he says. You can't. They'll never let me go. I don't care. I have lawyers, resources, money. I'll buy this whole damn facility if I have to. They won't sell. This is government-backed. I'm classified property, his eyes flash. You're not property. You're a person. And I'm not leaving without you. Before I can respond, the door opens. Dr. Voss stands there, flanked by guards. Mr. Frost, your time is up. I'm not leaving. I'm afraid you don't have a choice. She smiles, cold and clinical. Subject 17 belongs to us. She always has. She has rights. She has no legal status, no birth certificate, no social security number. As far as the law is concerned, she doesn't exist. Dr. Voss steps closer. And you, Mr. Frost, are trespassing. Damien looks at me desperate. I'll come back. I promise. Don't, I say, even though it kills me. Please, just forget about me. Live your life. No. Damien, I said no. He turns to Dr. Voss. Name your price. She laughs. There isn't one, but there is something you should know. She glances at me, amused. Would you like to tell him or should I? I shake my head, panic rising. Tell me what? Damien demands. Dr. Voss pulls out a tablet, swipes, then shows it to him. Subject 17 isn't the only clone we made from Claire Monroe's DNA. She has a twin, and that twin has been living Claire's life, your life, for the past 3 years. The world stops. Damien stares at the screen, then at me. What? After Claire died, Dr. Voss continues, we activated Subject 16, gave her Claire's memories, her mannerisms, her history. She's been monitoring you, Mr. Frost, reporting back to us, ensuring you didn't move on. That's impossible. Claire is dead. I was at her funeral. You were at a funeral. But the woman you've been mourning? Dr. Voss smiles. She's very much alive. And she's been living in your penthouse, sleeping in your bed, accessing your accounts, all under our direction. Damien looks like he's been shot. I feel sick. Why? He whispers. Because you're valuable, Mr. Frost, your technology, your connections, we needed access. And what better way than through the woman you loved? He turns to me and the betrayal in his eyes destroys me. Did you know? No, I swear. I didn't know about her. I didn't know about any of this. But you knew what you were. You knew you were made from Claire. Yes, but I didn't know about her. I thought I was the only one. He steps back and it feels like a chasm opening between us. Mr. Frost, Dr. Voss says, if you leave now, we'll deactivate Subject 16. You'll never see her again. But Subject 17 stays here. And if I don't leave, then we'll be forced to take more drastic measures. Her smile sharpens. And you'll lose everything. Damien looks at me one last time and walks out. The door closes, and I'm alone. 2 weeks pass. They keep me isolated. No windows, no clock. Just the hum of fluorescent lights and the scratch of pens on clipboards as they catalog every inch of me. I don't fight. What's the point? Damien made his choice, and I can't blame him. I'm a ghost made flesh, a copy of the woman he loved. How could he choose me over his own freedom? Then one night the lights go out, alarms blare. Red emergency lights bathe everything in blood. The door to my room unlocks with a hiss. I hesitate, then step into the hallway. It's chaos. Guards running, shouting, and then, Eva! I spin. Damien is there, dressed in black, flanked by 2 men in tactical gear who are definitely not with the facility. What are you doing? I breathe. Getting you out. He grabs my hand. Come on. You can't. They'll arrest you. I don't care. Move. We run. Through hallways I've never seen, past laboratories and holding cells. I catch glimpses of other clones, pale faces pressed to glass, eyes wide and hopeless. Wait, I say, pulling back. We can't leave them. Ava, we don't have time. Please. I can't leave them here. Something in my voice must reach him because he curses and nods to his men. Get them all out. Every last one. They move fast, unlocking doors, herding confused clones toward the exit. We're almost there when Dr. Voss appears, flanked by armed guards. Stop, she commands. Damien steps in front of me. Get out of my way. You're making a mistake, Mr. Frost. Subject 17 isn't Claire. She never will be. I know, he says, and I don't want her to be. Dr. Voss's eyes narrow. Then you're a fool. Maybe, but she's mine. The words hit me like a shockwave. Kill them. Dr. Voss orders, the guards raise their weapons, and then a voice, that's enough. I turn. Standing in the hallway is a woman who looks exactly like me. Same face, same eyes. But different. Colder. Harder. Subject 16. The one who's been living Claire's life. She walks toward us slowly, and the guards lower their guns, confused. Hello, sister, she says to me. I didn't know you existed, I whisper. I know. They kept us separate. She glances at Damien, and something flickers in her expression. He's different than I expected. You've been spying on him. Yes, for 3 years. Playing the role of the woman he loved. She looks at him directly. I'm sorry. Damien stares at her, speechless. She turns to Dr. Voss. You wanted to see if love could be replicated, if a clone could truly replace the original. She smiles bitterly. But you were wrong. Because she fell in love with him, really fell in love, without any of Claire's memories. And that was never part of the plan, was it? Dr. Voss's jaw tightens. You're malfunctioning. No, I'm evolving. Subject 16 looks at me. Go, I'll handle this. I can't leave you. Yes, you can. Live for both of us. She hands me something, a flash drive. Everything. All their data. All their crimes. Make sure the world knows. Tears blur my vision. Thank you, she nods once, then turns back to the guards. If you want to stop them, you'll have to go through me. Damien grabs my hand. We have to go now. We run. Behind us I hear shouting, gunfire, but we don't stop. We don't look back. We burst through the exit into the night, and there's a helicopter waiting. Damien pulls me inside, and we lift off just as more guards pour out of the building. I watch the facility shrink below us, and I think of Subject 16. My sister. My twin, the one who gave me a chance. Are you okay? Damien asks, pulling me close. I nod, even though I'm shaking. What happens now? I whisper. Now we disappear. New identities. New life. He tilts my chin up and his eyes are fierce. And I spend every day making sure you know you're real. That you matter. That I love you, not because of whose DNA you have, but because of who you are. You're sure? I've never been more sure of anything. He kisses me and it tastes like freedom. 3 months later, we're standing on a beach. Somewhere warm. Somewhere safe. I'm wearing a white dress and he's wearing a suit. And there's no one here but us and the waves and the priest who's speaking words I barely hear because I'm too busy looking at Damien. I do, he says. I do, I whisper. And when he kisses me, I finally believe I'm real. That night, lying in his arms, I think about the flash drive. The data we released to journalists, to governments, to anyone who would listen. The facility is shut down now. The clone's freed. Dr. Voss arrested and Subject 16. No body was ever found. I like to think she escaped too. That somewhere she's living a life that's hers, not borrowed. What are you thinking about? Damien murmurs against my hair. Beginnings, I say, and how sometimes they look like endings. He holds me tighter. This is our beginning. Everything before was just prologue. I close my eyes and let myself believe it, because for the first time in my life I'm not running. I'm home.